What's going on, everybody? I'm G-Tech here, and today we're going to be talking about game controllers. What kind of game controllers, you might ask? I reply with iOS 7 game controllers. Now, since the launch of iOS 7, a lot of game developers have tried to take a stab at producing a game that has support for external controllers, and this has led a few third-party companies to attempt to create a controller compatible with these games for iOS 7. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these controllers only support the iPhone 5, 5S, and 5C, and then the iPod Touch 5th generation, so that really sucks for all of you iPad users out there. But with this in mind, there are 3 controllers on the market right now that get the job done fairly well, these being the Ace Power from Moga, the PowerShell from Logitech, and then the Stratus from SteelSeries. For a few years now, Moga has been producing external controllers for Android smartphones that rival systems such as the Ouya and the Nvidia Shield, but this is their first real installment in the iOS platform. One immediate flaw of this controller is that it's only compatible with the iPhone 5, 5S, 5C, and the iPod Touch 5th generation, which is pretty disappointing for all of the iPad users out there. However, one major perk of this device is that it houses an internal 1800 mAh battery that has the potential to charge your device, but this battery will drain relatively quickly, so you have to be sure to use it sparingly. The Ace Power features a sliding design that houses your device pretty easily, and the layout is extremely similar to that of an Xbox controller. Now, on the back of the controller, you'll find a switch that's a lock feature that will keep your controller from sliding apart as you're playing. And for all of this, Moga is going to charge you $99.99, which in my opinion is pretty steep for a controller of this nature. Like Moga, Logitech is also taking its first steps into the iOS controller game with their PowerShell. This controller, like the Moga Ace Power, isn't compatible with any model of iPad. The face of this controller is much simpler, however, only offering a directional pad on the left and one button cluster on the right. This controller is also lacking on the top, where it possesses only 2 shoulder bumpers instead of 4 buttons like console controllers. Similar to the Ace Power, the PowerShell houses an internal battery, this one only being 1500 mAh, so obviously this one will drain much more quickly. Logitech also gives you a 3.5mm headphone adapter with your controller for comfortable use with your favorite headphones. And this guy is much more leniently priced, coming in at only $69.99. And bringing up the rear with a controller that's probably going to give you the best bang for your buck, the SteelSeries Stratus. SteelSeries has been creating PC gamer accessories for years, and now they're deciding to take a crack at the iOS game as well. This controller holds a huge advantage over the other ones due to the fact that it connects to all iOS 7 devices via Bluetooth. And the only major drawback to this is that it doesn't hold your device for you while you're playing like the other two. But even so, the Stratus features a front design very similar to that of a PlayStation controller, and it features 4 shoulder buttons even though they're extremely awkwardly placed, which was a huge oops on the designers. Also, this controller obviously doesn't have the power to charge your device, but it charges up via USB and promises 10 hours of playtime. This option is obviously extremely appealing, coming in at $79.99. Despite the greatness of these options, none of them can touch the ultimate iOS controller. So you guys can go ahead and comment if you want to learn some more about that. But thank you all for watching. Please be sure to thumbs up and subscribe if you thought this video was informative, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.